Welcome to the overview of the BASYS bidding pricing request page. I'll be covering the 6 basic types of bidding pricing requests you can submit to the bidding team. The pricing request page may look a little different for you, but the structure, options, and fields should be identical to what you're seeing on my screen. Once you're on the Merchant Opportunity page, you can select New BASYS Pricing Request under the BASYS Pricing Requests header. From here, we'll start filling in our bidding request. The first step is to select your BPR type. The first request I'd like to discuss is an analysis. This is the most common pricing request. It's a bid for a merchant who does not currently process with BASYS. The resulting bid is a side-by-side comparison of their current processor versus BASYS. We'll need a merchant statement and prefer to have 3 months of statements to obtain a good average month to work with. We'd also like the statements to be less than 6 months old to ensure we have up-to-date information regarding rates and volume. If the merchant will continue to use their current POS or gateway, we'll need a completed BAR form signed by the relationship manager. It's important to complete as much of this form as possible. This ensures the bidding team has all the information they need to properly analyze the account. They'll indicate whether they will be retaining their current processing method in this field here. If they will be retaining their current method, the corresponding fields below need to be completed. Next, if they plan to switch to BASYS IQ, you will select yes and choose whether or not they will have a swiper. If there's more than one location, you can indicate that with this field here. If there are any pains for the merchant, you can indicate that information here. The rest of the fields below you can complete at your discretion. Once all the necessary fields are completed, you will click Save. This will bring you back to the overview of the bidding pricing request you created. Your next step is to upload all the necessary documents at the bottom of the request under Notes and Attachments. The second request is an American Express addendum. This is needed to add American Express OptBlue to an existing BASYS merchant. We will need the merchant's statement and the MCC code. The third request, which is also very common, is a rate review. This is an analysis for a merchant that is currently processing with BASYS but would like to change their pricing or processing method. For this request, we'll need a current statement, even if it's from BASYS, and the dollar amount for how much you'd like the bidding team to save the merchant. The dollar amount you'd like to save can be indicated here. You can find the gross profit average for the last 12 months for a merchant under Merchant Details in P2 on the merchant location page. This bid will result in a side-by-side comparison to show the requested savings. There will not be a cost analysis as they are a current merchant. The fourth request is a reprice. This is a bid for a merchant that does not currently process with BASYS but has already had an analysis completed. An example of this would be a merchant who has already had an analysis performed and a change in pricing is requested from the original analysis due to negotiation or a different processing method. We'll still need the current statements, and you'll also need to notate your requested changes in terms of pricing. We'll need to know how much more we need to save or profit. Management approval is required for any savings under 50% profit retention. The fifth request is a reverse analysis. This analysis is for a merchant that is currently processing with BASYS and they'd like to compare their savings against their previous processing plan. This allows BASYS to show the savings they were able to provide. We'll need their original statements and a current BASYS statement, and we'll utilize the original analysis on file. With this analysis, we'll show a side-by-side comparison of their savings with BASYS processing versus their previous processor. The final request I would like to show you is a new to processing. This is an analysis for a merchant that has never processed credit cards. In this case, we will not have any statements to analyze, and the bidding team will provide an opportunity amount based on estimated average monthly credit card volume and average ticket price. Please utilize the percentage swiped versus the percentage keyed fields and the processing method field. The bidding team will create a Schedule A and opportunity amount for you. This concludes my presentation over the basic bidding pricing request types. The important thing to remember with all of these fields is to fill in as much information as you can and to upload all the important documents. This prevents the analysis from being pended. Please reach out if you have any further questions.